Okay, this video is customized for Eat, Love, Sow. Those are some interesting words to jumble together, right? Okay, so the question that's asked here is the Taurus woman. What's up with the Taurus woman? So I'm going to give my explanation of the Taurus woman. The Taurus woman are some of the most beautiful women in the universe. That's first off, right? And it's great to have a Taurus woman by your side, or at least know a Taurus woman, right? And the reason why I say that is because, okay, I want to compare Taurus women to old money versus new money. You know, new money always has this attitude that it's going to go so fast, it's going to run so much, it's going to experience so much that, and experience is going to be the teacher so much that it's going to finally accumulate enough to stand up to old money and say, stand down. And old money is the Taurus woman. I'm not saying you're old Taurus woman. I'm saying you're relatable to old money because old money has been around longer than new money has been around. New money just got here, right? And you think about it, people who have been hoarding wealth from the beginning of time, right? So now we're at this level where money that's been so old is gaining interest on top of interest. It's done compounded so many times over that new money doesn't stand a chance. So new money and new energy is still great. However, Taurus woman is still going to be able to capture that new energy because she's already built. She has the plan built in already. Taurus women are built with plans inside of them already. They reach here with the plan, right? So you want to know a Taurus woman. See, I'm giving men advice right now, and it's really about the Taurus woman right now. Taurus woman, let me get back. Taurus woman is going to have the advice that not only people seeking new money need, people who still resolve or relate to the old man, to the matters of old. Taurus women are like sages of the economy. Okay, so it's like if you want to do a task, if you want to complete a task, you go to a Taurus woman. Now, Taurus women are also highly cultivated. They base a lot of their values on family. So, second sign in the zodiac wheel. So it's been around for a long time. So, if you ask me, I think society took a look at how Taurus woman operates in her immediate household, her immediate vicinity, and said, this is how we're going to do the world. And now you see a big bull out there on Wall Street, on Broadway, right, in New York City. It's because of her nature, right? So, Taurus, you want to get a project done. Back to what I'm saying, you want to get a project, a task completed. You go talk to the Taurus woman. Now, she may not be talking to you as far as corporate goes, like big conference room and 50th floor on a tower. She might not be speaking to you like that. She will be speaking to you from an old soul, like a person that has seen, not necessarily even had done it plenty of times, has seen it plenty of times and understands the ins and outs of it. That's how they're going to talk to you, and they're going to talk to you from the mind frame of someone who values family. And if it's not family, like relatives, it's going to be immediate people in their lives, the people who have a large impact on their lives. That's how it's going to. So small businesses start on a mindset of a Taurus woman, okay? And this just goes with the everyday family values that they possess. So you want to get a task completed, go talk to a Taurus woman. She gives you the advice, and depending on how you take it will depend on how this plan comes into fruition. Now, don't let your ego get in the way. A lot of people let their ego get in the way. Taurus woman is aware when this happens, and for the most part, they won't say something all of the time because they're cool. You know what I'm saying? They want you to be you, whatever that is, and they will take their time out to find out what you are. And they're challenging. When they speak to you, you find out the things that they value. So then Taurus woman, what they do is, once after they speak value into you, they challenge you to see if you have a standard. Like, do you have a fixed standard? Because they're fixed. So they want to be able to hedge on you. They want to be able to bet on the things that you're going to implement, so they can say, okay, I'll help with their plan. I'll help with your plan. This is what Taurus woman does, right? And it's like, if they can't fit, it's like a savings account with a fixed interest rate. They're not so crazy about variable interest rates. It's too much fluctuation for them. It's too much change. That's not their style. They want something predictable. They want their man predictable too. You understand what I'm talking about? It's not necessarily that you got to be monitored 24/7 and everything. Nah, they understand that even if you're like a more quick action-oriented person with some Aries energy going on, or whatever the case may be, she understands that you have to make moves in order to make things happen, right? She's with the plan of action. That's what she's there for. However, she wants to be able to rely on you the same way that she can rely on herself. Taurus women are reliable, okay? Especially, they're emotionally stable, which makes them great leaders. I don't like to see Taurus women like necessarily working for people. They can work. I like to see them working with people or even being the boss. Like, you know, there's a time for everything. I understand some people, you gotta crawl before you walk and everything. I understand that. However, as I said, these women they're born with plans built inside of them. So why wait? You know what I mean? Make them CEO now, or, you know, manager or something, right? And it's because they have this advice and it pervades. Now, some people can get frustrated. As I said before, Taurus women are good at pinpointing when someone is letting their ego get in the way. And it's one of the things that they're not going to necessarily frown on. They're going to identify that as possibly being you or the real you. And, you know, they may think that this may extend further to where it can be detrimental to the overall plan, or some way that they can utilize it for implementing the plan, because they want to complete it, right? And if you think you're going to do a plan overnight or whatever the case may be, Taurus woman is going to say no. They're going to be like, well, they are good at saying no, and I appreciate that. People need a no here and there. No's make people grow, because people are so, you know, people are built on, these days, of course, things move so fast-paced. Instant gratification, people are so used to it that when they hear a no, they're like, what? They'll do anything. Some people will go around, you know, to get what it is that they want. They'll take shortcuts that are not beneficial. And not saying that Taurus woman, what they say is law. What I'm saying is, you know, it's like the tortoise and the hare story a bit, you know. You can be the hare. The hare does gain a lot of experience and does gain a lot of skills quick and makes changes happen. And that's the challenge that a Taurus woman faces, because once enough things are applied in this world, I put her on a pedestal for like 7 minutes, right? Once things get moving around so quickly that the change is so evident that rules have to change. Like you see like an election, what is like every 8 years, 4 years? When things change that quickly and it's drastic and it's so impactful that it's like you got to start changing laws around, this is where the Taurus woman gets shaky. She may get a bit nervous. She won't show you that. Well, depending on who you are, she might lean on your shoulder like that. She will. But this is where they get nervy, because it's like things are about to change, and I don't like that. I'm used to things being the way that they were. I'm used to things being the way that they are. So, you know, like these, you know, you hear people protest and things of that nature about family homes being broken up, or you hear controversy behind political issues like Planned Parenthood and stuff like that. This rubs a Taurus woman the wrong way, because she's family oriented, you know, she deals with the home. She likes harmony. So all of this disturbing stuff that's going on, she's like, whoa, you know. And another thing that happens is this: people rush so much, and the Taurus woman gets agitated because she's so used to being in a position to help that she will even reach out and, you know, try to help those people who are affected by rushing. But in all actuality, it's their fault for running out that fast and falling and scraping their knees so many times, when all they had to do was listen to what the Taurus woman says. Like, a lot of the times advice is more helpful than a dollar is. You understand what I'm talking about? And Taurus woman can, when things are changing so quickly in the environment, they absorb that energy that's going on, and it frustrates them. It makes them, this is when Tauruses get bad nerves, and their anger starts to show, and, you know, things start seeping into their way of life, and things are not good. So what Taurus woman, that's why Taurus woman likes to see love and care the same way that she dishes it out. So when she finally gets in a jam that is as of such, she has people that's going to take care of her and people that she can rely on in the same way. I often hear that that's not how it happens for Taurus women. So Taurus women, I say Taurus women in modern times right now, right? Because things are not the way that they were as of old all the time. So because of that, right? Like Taurus women should be more attentive to the quick learners, the fast movers, and learn how to involve themselves with their plans. Because when things were focused on family more, as they were in the olden days, you know, Taurus was always the leader. Taurus woman was always the rock, you know. But in these advanced times, we're moving into the Aquarius age if we aren't there already. So there's this wave of newness, that's a word, newness seeping all through the galaxy. And it will behoove Taurus women to involve themselves with the shakers and the movers who are competent and knowledgeable on these things and these processes that make the world go round now, because so that she doesn't get lost in the sauce. You understand what I'm talking about? So she can find a way to be harmonious in that aspect as well, you know? And this way she can be more confident in the assessments and the decisions that she makes, or she will be more of a helper of a decision maker now. And I know that kind of conflicts with the whole Taurus woman being possessive of things, because she is. Her number one terminology is I have, right? I possess, you know, I have it, I got it, right? So it's like, if something is swept from under a Taurus woman's feet, you know, this is how you know that the world is changing drastically and she has to do something about it. So once Taurus woman aligns herself with these people and she can give that one piece of advice that she's known for giving all of her life, all throughout eternity, right? And once these people identify that she made the correct assessment and she gave the correct advice, she's in. It's just like that. It's that simple. However, she has to be able to, Taurus woman, you have to be able to let go. You don't like letting go of anything. And in order for change is the only constant thing. Change is really the only constant. So if you still want to remain boss-like, learn how to engage and let people take leadership roles, and you kind of like play the background. You know how to do that. Taurus woman's not really all about the fame and stuff like that. They're about getting it done, right? You got a plan, you got a project, you want to do it, let's get it done. However, you know, you still got to stick to your guns, Taurus woman, and say, well, let me watch them. Let me see how it happens. Let me see who runs out, falls, and scrapes their knees. So stop picking everybody up when they fall and scrape their knees, Taurus woman. With your children, the same thing. Stop being so hard on your children, Taurus woman. All right, Taurus women are hard on their children. And it's because they want better for them. Whatever they went through in life, they want their children to have better. So they'll go with the whole private school thing. They'll go with Catholic school, whatever it takes, and not even know that their kid is supposed to be a construction worker or something. You know what I'm saying? I may have said this before in another video. I'm serious though, right? So this is like part of the process of where you can learn how to let go. I know it may be difficult to practice on your own family members. However, they're more easy to get access to before you go out into the real world and, you know, get with the times. Because listen, as I said before, Taurus woman, you ruled in the olden days for a very long time too. And, you know, the economy, the stock market is largely based on your way of doing and viewing things. So you gotta let up a little bit and let these new players do what they need to do to bring us forth into this new type of economy. All right. If I missed anything, I'm sure I missed out on things. I said Taurus women are like some of the most beautiful women in the world. They're like the beautiful women. They're mad cool. I'll be back.